So thanks to 2020, we all know a little bit more about the word quarantine. But did you know that the astronauts returning from the moon on Apollo 11, 12 and 14 had to go into quarantine when they returned to Earth? Can you tell me, how long did they quarantine for? Astronauts returning from the moon on Apollo 11, 12 and 14 had to quarantine for 3 weeks or 21 days in a mobile quarantine facility not much bigger than a caravan.
What is the name of the comet that impacted Jupiter in July 1994? The name of the comet that impacted Jupiter in July 1994 was Comet Shoemaker-Levy 9.
So as part of the European Space Agency's ExoMars mission, a rover is going to be sent to the planet Mars in 2022. Now this rover is pretty cool. It looks a bit like this. Now on the front here is a drill box. Let's just change that up. That's better. On the front here is a drill box. Now this will drill down into the surface of Mars and look for signs of past or present life below the surface. Now Mars is not a very nice place to go. So scientists think that perhaps the only signs of anything living past or present will probably be below the surface where they're shielded from the cosmic radiation. So this box rotates and goes down and some drills come out into the surface and they take a sample into the rover, goes through that window and gets analysed on board. Now, can you tell me how far into the surface of Mars do you think those drills are going to penetrate? The drill on the ExoMars rover will penetrate down to a depth of 2 meters.
What is the name of the space mission that went to visit Comet 67P Churyumov-Gerasimenko? The name of the space mission that visited Comet 67P Churyumov-Gerasimenko was, of course, Rosetta.
On November the 3rd, 1957, on Sputnik 2, the first animal was launched into orbit. Can you tell me the name of the animal and what kind of animal it was? Of course, the animal launched into orbit on Sputnik 2 was a dog called Laika. Unfortunately, the rocket didn't have any mechanism of bringing the animal home again.
What's the name of the asteroid that the NASA OSIRIS-REx space mission is going to attempt sampling of later this month? The asteroid that will be sampled later this month by the OSIRIS-REx space mission is Bennu.
Britain had an astronaut in 1991, and I wonder if you can tell me what her name is. Of course, the first British astronaut back in 1991 was one of the nicest people I've ever met, Helen Sharman. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a massive fan of spacesuits. I think they're fascinating, and what an incredible piece of engineering that you have to put together to make a human be able to survive out in space, outside of their spaceship. Now, I wonder if you could tell me who was the first person to leave their spacecraft and do an EVA, or extravehicular activity. So the first person to leave their spacecraft and do an extravehicular activity or spacewalk was Alexei Leonov in 1965.